Interviewing a potential employee can be a challenging task, especially if you're an overbearing, self-involved jerk. This is Robert Off. Robert has a history of sending interviewees away feeling depressed and insignificant. Let's watch as he faces an interviewee willing to hold him to better practices and see if we can't pick up some pointers on conducting a successful interview.
So, Mr. Simmons. Simons. I have to admit you're a bit underqualified for this position, but let's just say I'm feeling adventurous. However, I am in a rush, so let's get right into it. Describe a situation where you were faced with compromising your work ethic. How did you deal with it?
Don't you think it's a little early for a behavior-based question?
I'm sorry.
Don't you want to take a little time to break the ice? You know, get me to loosen up a little bit. That way you get a better sense of my real answers.
So, tell me about yourself.
Wow.
What?
It's a little broad, don't you think?
Excuse me?
Your question. It's too broad. I mean, I could go on about anything from my favorite movies to my position on current global economic trends to the fact that there's a mustard stain on your lapel and what that says about your personal hygiene without mentioning anything helpful to this interview.
What are you doing there?
Taking notes?
Notes?
Yeah.
Of course. So, Simons. That's Polish, isn't it?
Ouch.
What?
You really want to ask me that question?
I don't see anything wrong with that question. Do you?
It's potentially offensive.
I know that. You know what? I think this interview is over.
Why?
I don't want to hire you.
Don't you want to take a few more days to think it over?
I don't need a few more days. I've made my decision and this interview is over. I don't want to hire you.
I don't want to work here.
Then why did you...
Your superiors were concerned about your job interviewing skills, so they hired me to check up on you.
Oh my God. I didn't know that. How did I do?
Well, to be frank, you're a little underqualified, but I'm feeling adventurous today, so I'll give you a break.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow. Pretty firm handshake you've got there.
Yeah, I learned it from a training video. You see, you put your thumb here and your fingers under there, but you don't squeeze too hard.